Look, the dynamic duo.
So, one other topic, ladies and gentlemen, that we're going to hit on briefly, and we've hit on it before. Kevin, you said something the other day that I wanted you to hit on. Dude, I'm worried about the direction of this genre, of both Marvel and DC. I'm worried about where James Gunn is going with Superman, and I'm worried about where Kevin Feige is going with the Fantastic Four. And these are two very big, important franchises. I think it's more important for Superman to be done right than it is for the Fantastic Four. I think it's extremely important for the Fantastic Four to be done right. Extremely important. And it would be a terrible disappointment if it isn't. Having said that, I think Marvel could still survive without it because the X-Men are coming. And if you handle the X-Men right, then you could always right the ship. But I don't think that that's as true with the DC universe because we don't have a Batman on the horizon. We don't have something else coming that's as big for Superman. But do you share my concern about where it's going? Like, what the hell are they doing with Superman, Kevin? Like, what are they?
Ab-
Why, Kevin?
Well, to answer your question, Cap, the bat absolutely shares what you just said. And to quickly summarize what you and I were talking about the other day on the phone, I would have never released that teaser poster image of David Cornsweet in that chair putting on the suit. Why? Because that doesn't scream Superman to me. What it looks like is a guy getting dressed to go to the post office or the supermarket. That's not Superman. Okay. As I told you, and I am nobody's graphic artist or anything at all, but I wouldn't have released that image that way. Personally, what I would have done, and bear with me, ladies and gentlemen, I would have allowed Clark Kal-El to stand at that window and view what was going on outside. And part of the image, you would see the chair behind him with the boots and the rest of the suit draped over the chair. As in, okay, I gotta get busy, I got work to do, not be, oh damn, my foot's caught on the edge of the boot kind of look that they gave with that image. What I think James Gunn will be trying to convey with his new Superman. And I understand the idea, but the idea, the way that at least I think is going to be presented does not work is that Superman or Clark Kent, rather, is going to be portrayed like every other male on the planet. He's an everyday kind of guy. No, the hell he's not. And one of the things, and ladies and gentlemen, if you really look back at Superman's history, it has been proven time and time again that basically, and the same can be said for the Crusader of Gotham. The mask that Superman wears is Clark Kent. He is Superman all the time. This isn't something like with Shazam where he, yells a magic word and his body and persona are changed. He runs around and has to fake everything he
Yep.
does
Brilliant.
in order to hide his identity.
Yeah.
It's the same type of thing with Bruce Wayne. Bruce Wayne, in most cases, has to play down or overplay the playboy persona to hide Batman.
And this is why I think the show's important, Kevin, and this is why I think it needs to reach the ear of James Gunn and Kevin Feige and people like that, because that's a brilliant observation and it's true. And if you don't understand that, then you're gonna miss it. You're not gonna get it. You're absolutely right. Clark Kent is the disguise. Superman is Superman. And that's 100% right. When he's with his father and mother at the farm, he is Superman. He's not the reporter fumbling, not quite. No, he is himself. And so that's a disguise. I I'm baffled, man. You're absolutely right. I'm baffled. I don't understand why James Gunn would release that image as a first image of Superman. I just don't. I don't understand it, and I wish someone would explain it to me. First of all, what's interesting is that James Gunn is supposed to be one of us. I've heard interviews with him where he talks about it as a fan. He's just as excited and he wants to deliver the characters. He talks like we talk. Okay. But the difference between him and us is that he actually has the power and the ability to deliver the character, to make the movie that you and I would want to make. So he's one of us, but with the power to do it. And the first thing you do is design that costume. Bro, listen, there's nitpicking and then there's nitpicking. But anybody with a modicum of knowing Superman would tell you, no, that's not Superman. That's not a right costume for Superman. I don't understand this idea that you could understand that the red shorts is important, right? Because he made a point to say, no, we need to deliver Superman. The Henry Cavill Superman was not good enough, which I agree with, because he didn't have the shorts. You understand the value of the shorts, but you don't understand the value of the skin tight, body fitting, good looking costume. You're putting him in a basic and almost like a sweater. You're giving me Guardians of the Galaxy type of jacket. Like, I just don't understand that. Fan art, fan art is taking James Gunn's costume and making it look good. Are you telling me James Gunn couldn't have realized that and couldn't have said to his costume designer, no, I like where you're going with this, but make it like this? Like, I just don't understand it. Not only do you produce that stupid costume, but then I don't understand the decision of making that picture. You are James Gunn. You know there's an audience out there basically waiting with bated breath to see what you're working on. So you have an opportunity to excite us, to titillate us. And that's the image that you choose to release. You don't tap into, because that audience is the Superman comic book superhero fan. You don't tap into what excites us by giving us a prototypical Superman pose, whether it's him ripping the shirt open, ready to go to battle, or even a classic, as you said, the classic, the suit is on the couch and he's ready to go. That image made no sense because not only is the costume ugly, but he's gently putting his suit on while there's some sort of chaos going on the outside. Like, bro, like, where do these bad decisions come from? I can't fathom it. And it's the same thing that's happening with Kevin Feige with Fantastic Four.